Welcome Lifter to another free lesson on how to make living lean easier, made for you, by the Recreational Lifters. In this lesson we explore the power of social influence being a two-way road. With this information you will be able to facilitate disciplined decision towards long-term commitments like your fitness. Before we start, we ask to show us some support by liking and subscribing now. Thank you. We see social influence as the ability for others' ideas to spread from human to human. We recognize popular ideas to tend to spread faster than niche ideas. However, popular ideas combat each other until one is the dominant authority. Being a human will always be a part of different groups located in different environments where this is taking place. This is what makes switching your lifestyle so difficult after avoiding fitness for even just 5 years outside high school. We use high school as the time and place for a baseline of an active lifestyle. We assume the power of social influence and the spike in energy and activity from puberty gets the vast majority of kids active, even if this is downward trend. This baseline also tends to be within a couple of years for most students before they can legally drink. A new environment with a very high dose of social influence. Like other natural laws, the power of social influence cannot be denied, but it's understood by observing its rule over us. First, we want to look at the effect of being a product of your environment. This is a real influence, but what I think is important to focus on is that in any environment, you take up conscious space in that environment. That's enough to have some control over the dose you expose yourself to. Simply relocating is within your power to prevent negative social influence. It won't make it disappear completely, but it will give you the time and space to stimulate positive social influences. Relocating like this is one of, if not, the most powerful tool to beat an addiction triggered by social influence. One of the reasons rehab actually works is because the patient is brought into a new environment which provides room for new triggers to new habits. In as little as 4 weeks, habits begin to be anticipated and packed with brain-administered endorphins that drive us to complete the habit loop. It's another reason why those that tend to start a new fitness journey at a gym accomplish more than those that start with a home gym. With the exception of a seasoned recreational lifter, the new lifter stands no chance to make best use of his limited amount of equipment compared to the new lifter at the gym. Choosing your environments is the first step before showing up. And we all know showing up is half the battle. Choose your environments and program them to establish positive habit loops. Being in the social influence of others that have, or are adopting the same habits you want, is one of the most powerful ways to manifest your goals. That's the second effect of social influence. It has the ability to transfer whatever helps you, to your tribe as well. We even know that after just minutes from being born, babies are capable of mimicking our movements. When they do this, they are physically building out their new brain. You see, when babies are born, they don't have the same brain structure that we do as adults. The baby brain still needs to organize all the types of stimulation and stress and can register, before it can build out distinct offices to store this information. What's important to note here is the innate ability to mimic others. So if your brain has been built by all the stimulation you've received up to today, your new body is going to hold your current brain plus all the new information from the new stimulation. Stimulation like exercise, nutrition, lifestyle habits, etc., will all be designated defined spots in your brain. The absolute fastest way to start building out the future brain of yours that has your evolved body is to download as much relevant information as fast as possible. That's where having a positive social influence like the gym can radically increase the speed of any lifter's success. So not only are you being positively triggered by your environment to cue positive habit loops, but you are also directly downloading information from those that are more ahead of you at your gym. The reverse of this law is just as powerful and just as motivating. The reverse of downloading new information from those more ahead of you is that you will be helping everyone behind you by the same effect. In this sense, to be leading from the front does not require no one to be in front of you, just intently moving to benefit those behind you. You family, friends, neighbors and children all benefit from you and your fitness. Let's finish up by looking at the mirror opposite of the positive influences and imagine its own flow. Of course, being products of your environment can trigger and sustain negative habits, but what about the skill of making habits? Mentioned in another lean living lesson, the skill of habit making works both ways. Forging the skill of making bad habits takes something undesired, and makes it permissible without a successful competing idea. And once that permissible idea is popularized, it becomes promotional because it is shared across a majority. It's never personal, but at the same time, it is. Because, if you want to succeed with new ideas, you can't be surrounded by undesired ones. Having team support is key when escaping negative environments and entering positive environments that host the new information you after. Not switching your time spent from old environments to new environments will always hinder success. It's just you and your brain, and quite frankly, you're outnumbered by a lot when you're standing in the wrong place. Thanks for watching another Lesson Lifter. We hope this lesson was impactful in highlighting both ways down the social influence road. Check out the caption and join our free fitness challenge for new lifters looking to build traction on their fat loss journey with a community. Lastly, don't forget to be subscribed to catch all the future episodes. We drop a new one daily. Take care, lifter.